Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you yet again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and we've got some Camaros, some Hot Wheels Camaros. So we're just going to go through them pretty quick here and just take a look. This one I think is actually from like just two years ago, 2018. Something like that. It's a 69 Camaro Convertible. Looks pretty cool in blue. These are all going to be pretty much basic cars. Go ahead and take a peek there. Decent casting. Don't mind it at all. It does have the large back wheel and small front wheel variety, but still kind of cool. Copyright date 2006. That gives you an idea of when it came out. 2007. Of course, plastic base, metal body, plastic tires, black interior. It's a basic car, and I would say it looks pretty good. The graphics are not overwhelming. They look pretty decent. It's got Goodyear on the side, so it's kind of in a Goodyear sort of livery, and that's pretty decent. That's not bad. Camaro SS. It's a nice looking little basic car, right? All right, next, let's see here. What do we got next? I didn't organize these at all, so we're going to do our best here. I got the 70 Camaro. Let's see here. I like this casting quite a bit. This is the split bumper Camaro. Shout out to Frank Skids on YouTube. 70 Camaro. He likes that split bumper. All right, this is from the Target Throwback series. This might actually be my favorite Camaro casting. It's this one right here. So this came out, 2018, I think. It's got black wall style wheels, and the old school looking wheels. It's got an old school looking graphic, kind of like a nice orange and white, and it looks really good. I actually like this quite a bit. Of course, it could use some front detail, but it's basically a basic car. Oh, and we have a little chip in the corner right out of the package. Right there, little chip. Well, minor tampo issues there. Usually these throwback cars are very cleanly done and high quality control. I think... And these are made in Malaysia. Not that I don't think it makes a difference, Malaysia or Thailand, but it's just usually these have very crisp tampos and no issues. This one just has a little bit of quality control issues, but that's okay. It's still like $1.25 car or whatever. So it's basically a basic car just with special packaging. But I think that looks quite good anyway. I think I like it. Again, this is one of my favorite. Probably my favorite Camaro casting. I've got actually a couple more now that I'm looking at it here. Here's another one. 70 Camaro. This one's the same casting, but this one has a roll cage. I think this one, the casting was retooled. Yeah. There's a couple differences here. Actually, before we get into this one, let's open the other one that's exactly the same as this one. That's going to be this guy right here. 70 Camaro. This one has a chrome base, Champion, track tested. This one is from 2012. Pretty good looking model. Same tooling. Copyright date 2011. So, I don't know, is this a new model in 2012? Or did it not start in the main line? I'm not really sure. Anyway, like I said, I like this casting quite a bit. I think it's a nice one. This one does have the roll cage. Well, this one is the different tooling as well. Before they changed it. So you can see how the interior actually makes up the grille here. So, whereas this one, the grille is all metal. This also has the roll cage, where this one does not. But other than that, they are the same tooling. Excuse me. So yeah, 2011 copyright date. All right, let's open the other one then. This is 2011. 2011 new model. Okay, so that answers the question. And here it is. Looks pretty nice. You can really see that roll cage in there with the white interior. Ooh, okay, so this also clarifies something else. The front grille is actually not part of the interior. I think it's part of the window piece. Yeah, it is. It's definitely part of the window piece. Interesting. Pretty cool, though. I like this casting quite a bit. This probably, I would say, yeah, this is my favorite Camaro casting. Mainline casting. Pretty darn cool. I like these three. All right, next, let's go old school with this guy right here. This is your blue card, number 33. Copyright date on the back of this is 1990. This thing's kind of sweet. So this is an interesting casting. There's no interior in this casting, which is why it always pretty much has dark, very, very dark or blacked out windows. There's no interior in there. These are actually purple tinted, these windows. Black wall. Had some packaging rub, it looks like, on the back wheel. That'll happen. That's why you got to open your cars. I think this one, too, the grille is actually part of the window. Interesting way to do that. So, I think this Camaro is pretty cool. The silhouette of it is pretty nice. It reminds me of the Hot Bird casting, which is a casting I collect. So this Camaro is pretty cool. They released this in a ton of different variations. It dates back to 1982, as you can see there. And I don't get all of them. There's a lot of wacky, crazy graphics. And this is kind of crazy graphics, but it's period correct for the time it came out. And I think it looks pretty good, actually. Looks pretty decent. Definitely a throwback model. So I'm digging that. I think that's kind of cool. Sticking with that generation sort of Camaro, we've got this one here, the 1981 Camaro, Tusky, 2012 new model. This is kind of a cool one too. This has got that big back wheel and littler front wheel. This one does have a roll cage in it. Of course, this one is also a metal body, plastic base, plastic tires. Debuted in 2011. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the silver, the colors on it. I think everything looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm digging that. Tampos look pretty clean. The little registration issue, it looks like with the Hot Wheels logo up here, but nothing too big. A lot of different colors, which is great. You got black, red, orange, yellow. That's a cool casting. I like that. All right, so there's that one. And then we've got this one, 68 Copo Camaro, 2011 new model. So the 68 Copo Camaro. So here's the 68, and it looks pretty good. I like this casting quite a bit too. For this generation Camaro, this is probably the best one, the best casting. It's been released a ton of times since 2010 or whatever, 2011. It's got another one where the interior, this makes up the grille piece right here. You got a chrome plastic base, plastic wheels and tires. Of course, it's a mainline car, but they have released premium versions of it. It looks good both ways, and yeah, I'm going to say that's pretty neat. So I like that casting quite a bit. This isn't the best release of it, but I think it's definitely pretty cool. All right, lastly, I got 3 of these 2007 new model Chevy Camaro concept cars. Interesting casting. The concept of the brand new Chevy Camaro 2007. They're still kind of making them that look like this, sort of like this. Of course, there's been some changes. Man, Hot Wheels make a mess when you open them up on white paper. Look at all that. Greenlight does too. These usually make a mess because there's paint on the rivet that starts to flake off, but that's all right. So, kind of cool. It's got the taillight detail, and then it's got front detail, which is part of the... Is that part of the interior? Or is that on there? No, that's just a paint or whatever. I don't call it a tampo. It looks like it's painted. So that is actually just part of the tampo design or whatever. And you get the taillights, and you get side markers. So this one actually has almost like a full deco thing going on with it. Pretty interesting. There's your base. Nice basic black car. And I think it looks quite good. Big wheel in the back. So, and I think the final version of the Camaro that came out didn't look too far from this one, so not bad. All right, then we get this 2007 new model in red, same casting, same deal, different wheels, or no, same wheels. That's how you can tell that it's painted. Your interior is still gray on this one. Taillight tampos are there, even though they're over red, so they're kind of difficult to see. Same with the side markers are there too. So, I mean, it's a pretty nice looking casting, I think. And then the last one I've got is the same one, but a wheel variation on a short card. Well, short cards may have meant international back then. I don't know. That's what they pretty much are now. Let's go ahead and open this one up, though. It's the same deal, but it's a wheel variation. So the deal is, in 2007, if you weren't collecting back then, and I really wasn't, I sort of was buying cars here and there, because I always loved Hot Wheels, even though I wasn't, heavy into collecting. I would look, and I would buy cool cars. I mean, they're only $1. I would buy a couple cool ones here and there. And if you look back at, the lists of cars for this has got some weird, I don't know what that is. If you look back at 2007, it's coming off, though. Back in 2007, anyway, there was, in 2008, I think, too, there was a ton of different wheel variations, color variations of cars. They would put out new models, and they would put out loads of them. So there was probably, I would say, maybe 5 or 6 different versions, maybe, of this car in 2007. If you started including wheel variations, color variations, all sorts of stuff. I think they had the faster than ever wheels. Let's do a MG Mini stack of these cars. So yeah, so they did a bunch of different things in 2007 where they'd come up with so many different versions of the cars. I'm kind of glad they don't do that now. That would drive collectors nuts, I think, trying to collect them all. But yeah, that's going to be it. All right, so hopefully you guys like this. Again, these are cool. My favorite casting, though, is definitely I think it's, 70 Camaro. So these right here, these are the coolest ones. I'm definitely digging those over any of the other castings that we looked at today. This one would probably be a second place, and then this one would probably be a third. So I just like that generation of Camaro. So, all right, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys again for watching. Please check out the playlist for more of these 10 Car Tuesday episodes. And like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a great day.